This is Randy Meredith for Navarre Newspaper, and we are at the Trump rally in Pensacola, Florida. I don't know if you can hear me or not. We got all these people here, and they are here to hear Donald Trump speak. We are here to bring you the complete speech of Donald Trump, and I hope that you enjoy this event. There you got people right back there. You got them? You got them? They're going crazy. Do you see them? They say the media doesn't cover them, but we cover them. We love the Trump supporters.
Each of you, may he bless our proud military men, women, and their families, and that may he always bless this special place, this place we call our home, our United States of America. And on this special weekend, I hope on Sunday, that you will say a prayer for those that lost their life on 9/11, that you will take a moment and reflect back on what occurred in our family, our home. Take a moment and never, ever, ever forget. We will always remember, and we will always keep those close to our heart. Thank you, and Godspeed on our journey together, and let's get it done. Let's make America great again. God bless.
Great job. Way to fire them up.
Thank you. Good job.
Ladies and gentlemen, one of the great organizers for the conservative movement, give it up for Sharon Day. Well, we're getting excited. I think the man's getting close to being in the building. And you know, I know all of you, like me, you're here tonight because you believe our nation is in trouble. And there are a few things that must happen. Balance the budget. Stop illegal immigration. Rebuild our military. Restore America's standing as a leader in the world. Protect gun owners and the Second Amendment to the United States Constitution. Preserve unborn life. And most importantly, in everything we do, we will follow the Constitution of the United States of America. I'm Matt Gaetz. It's an honor to be here. I'm ready to go fight Washington and restore this great country. And in just a minute, walking through those doors will be the next President of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
Get them over there. Get the audience.
Opening starting Monday. It's the old post office in Washington, D.C., where he has created, just with that specific project alone, 2,000 jobs. From there, we went to the Values Voters Summit, where Hillary Clinton decided she doesn't have the same values, so she wasn't there. But I'm here to tell you, for too long, we haven't heard the truth from Washington, D.C. And you're about to hear the truth from a gentleman who speaks nothing but the truth. But before he comes on, I want to introduce a good friend of mine who I've had an opportunity of working with on the Intelligence Committee. In fact, he was the director of the Defense Intelligence Agency. You know him, General Michael Flynn.
Pensacola, hello. Woo! Awesome, just awesome. Hoorah, that's Marine Corps. Hooah, Army. Hooah, right? Hooah. Okay, I always like to, I'm going to spend a little bit of time and then I'm going to introduce America's Mayor, Rudy Giuliani, who's going to come out here, who's going to introduce, yeah, he's awesome. He's awesome. We're all trying to stay on time. We're all trying to stay on time here because we got a big night here for you to get the next President of the United States, Donald Trump, out here pretty soon. That's pretty hooah. You know, and I always say this when I introduce Donald Trump, especially at various venues and stuff, is the biggest problem with Donald Trump is he tells the truth. How y'all doing back there? Good. Okay, a couple of categories of people that I do like to raise. Number one is our military men and women. I mean, raise your hands, get it up there. Awesome, just awesome. You know, our military and our veterans and their families and the sacrifices and the commitment that they give to this country is so untold. People need to know more about it. I know this community down here has a gigantic military presence and a great veterans presence, but we need to get the word out to the entire country what our military does, what our veterans have done for our country. The sacrifices, the commitments, and I always like to bring up the families. My family, I have a son who has served, who has done 3 deployments over in Afghanistan ourselves. So I mean, this is a family affair. This is a big deal. This is a big commitment for our country. Big commitment for our country. The folks in here and the people around this country, you have to know how important this particular election is, and it is one of the most historic elections in our time. It depends. This election will decide which direction our country will go, not just for the next 4 years, but for the next 40 or for the next 400. We have got to get this election right. One other group that I like to do a shout out for, and that is our law enforcement professionals. There you go, way up there, way up there. Our law enforcement professionals at the federal, state, local, tribal level, the firefighters, the first responders, all these men and women who we were taught as kids to trust them. We have to continue to trust them. We have to believe in what they offer, what they provide to this country, which is to keep the rule of law in check. I mean, if we lose that, we lose everything. And our law enforcement professionals, they need a hug. So when you're around here tonight, say hello to them and thank them. Thank them. One other thing is that beautiful flag up there on the wall. Okay? I don't care what you want to complain about or how you want to complain or whatever it is that you want to do, but that flag stands for a lot of sacrifice, a lot of commitment. There you go. And shake that one. Thank you. We have to respect it. And one of the things that I've always told the people that don't necessarily respect it is go up to Dover, Delaware, where we bring the caskets of our fallen heroes back home. And that flag is draping that casket, or those caskets, plural. You'll gain a newfound respect, not only for the flag, but for the sacrifices of those who have given the last true measure of devotion to this country. So we must always respect our flag, and I would just say, please, please get that message out to your communities, to your schools, to the teachers, everybody out there. USA. There you go. USA. You know, a lot of people have complained about, you know, the decisions to go into Iraq and the decisions to leave Iraq in 2011. The one thing that we will always honor is we will honor the sacrifice. We will honor the commitment of those who are ordered to go fight our nation's wars. No matter how poor those decisions are, those who come home, those who give the last true measure of devotion, those who come home mentally and physically disabled, I mean, we honor them, we honor their families, and we should never forget, despite the decisions that I know, that were poor decisions to go in the first place, we must honor our military and our veterans, and we must do that all the time. Okay. One last point, and this has to do with temperament. I've gotten to know Mr. Trump quite well, very well. And I will tell you, the temperament issue that's come up, and you've heard about it, his temperament is actually a strength. It is a strength. Because it's resolve. His temperament is about winning. It's about making America great again. It's about winning. It's about resolve. If somebody has a temperament problem, and that's somebody, you know who I'm talking about? You saw that in the Commander-in-Chief's town hall the other night. Hillary Clinton trying to answer for her unbelievable excuses over the email scandal. Exactly. And you're going to hear more about it. Sad. It's very sad. Very sad. So, ladies and gentlemen, what I'd like to do is I'm going to introduce you to America's Mayor Rudy Giuliani. Thank you.
Start spreading the news.
Thank you. So, I'm going to begin exactly where the great general left off, Donald Trump's temperament. Donald Trump has the temperament to be President of the United States. I had the great honor of working for President Ronald Reagan. And I remember they asked him once, how is the Cold War going to end? He said, they lose, we win. That's how the war against ISIS is going to end. That's how the war against radical Islamic terrorism is going to end with a leader like Donald Trump. They lose, we win. For the last month and a half, Donald Trump has traveled the country laying out specific proposals about what he is going to do to make America great again, to be your voice in Washington, the voice of the outsiders against the insiders who have a rigged, crooked system in Washington. He's been specific about it. Meanwhile, all Hillary Clinton has done is hide, engage in vicious, horrible, negative ads, say horrible things about Donald Trump, and then get annoyed because Matt Lauer asked her a question about the crime she committed. She should have been in front of a grand jury, not Matt Lauer. She should be on trial now. If I did 1/10 of what she did, she laid out thousands of confidential pieces of information, I'd be in jail. She told the FBI, and it is a crime to lie to the FBI. That is the crime that Martha Stewart went to jail for. She told the FBI she didn't know what the designation C meant. She thought it had to do with capitalization. I got my first security briefing for top secret information 30 years ago. I remember what C means. It means confidential. And it was such a poor, ineffective, incompetent FBI investigation that an FBI agent handed me that investigation when I was U.S. Attorney, I would have thrown it out of my office, because I would have said, how come you didn't ask her, did you ever see an A or a B or a D or an F on the page? Of course she didn't. So what the heck do you think C meant? And you are lying. And you're lying when you say alphabetical. Wow, she has been lying and lying and lying, pulling in money for the Clinton Foundation and trying to talk her way out of it. Donald Trump has been telling you he's going to lower your taxes. He's going to put more money back into your pocket. He's been speaking about substantive subjects. He is going to secure our border. He is going to throw criminal aliens out of the United States. These are specifics, specific proposals. He is going to make trade deals that are in the best interest of the United States of America and not the world. And he is going to bring back to you jobs, jobs, and more jobs. He is going to take NAFTA, and I saw him look straight in the eye of the Mexican president. He didn't blink. He didn't look like Hillary Clinton with one of those long answers. And here's the lie. He looked him straight in the eye and he said, we're going to renegotiate NAFTA. And you know what happens if they don't renegotiate? He tears it up. And you get your jobs back. On military policy, he is going to rebuild our military strength. They want us to go down to the lowest levels that we've had since World War II. In the case of the Navy, since World War I. They want to go down to 250, 240 ships. How are we going to police two oceans with so few ships? We should have 330, 340, 350 ships. That's what Donald Trump will do, and then we can stop China. Then China will look at us and they will be afraid. Now China looks at us and they say, we can push them all around the world because they are reducing their military and we can catch them. Donald Trump is going to let our soldiers slip to 420,000, not in a time in which terrorists are attacking us all over the world. He's going to build our army to 600,000. When Vladimir Putin sits down with Donald Trump, he's going to sit down with a man who has the strongest army, the strongest navy, the strongest air force, the strongest Marines, the strongest special forces in the history of the world. That's called negotiating from strength. That's why he's not afraid to talk to Putin, because he can negotiate from strength. And very soon, you're going to hear that right from his mouth. I know Donald for 28 years. He is a man of integrity. He's a man of honesty. He's a plain-spoken man. And what he tells you, he will do. And I will tell you, he can out-negotiate anybody I ever met. Thank you. God bless you. And God bless America.
Give me a second. Don't cue it. Don't cue it. Start it now? We're going to start the music and make this live.
Pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say,
ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the next President of the United States, Mr. Donald J. Trump.